Welcome to Just Wing It with Blake and Jamie. How is everyone? Hi, Paprika and Ken. Thank you for coming in. Oh yeah, I'm glad you got the notification. How are you doing today? Hi, Lily. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Carter. Appreciate all of you. So, what did everyone have for dinner? I had, what did I have? Oh, Ken got me these snacks for the ride home last time, and so I've been eating this salted caramel poppy. That's what I've been having for. That's what I have for dinner tonight. But for lunch, I went to the Physician Lounge and they had like this beef stroganoff stuff or whatever, and then some like cherry pie or like pie thingy. So that's what I had for lunch. Grilled chicken, pasta salad, and peas. Oh, I'm so jealous, Ken. I love your grilled chicken, and I really love his pasta salad. And peas are my favorite vegetables, so I'm really jealous right now. Oh, you're waiting for dinner. Good things happen to those who wait, right? So it's going to be a great dinner, right, Paprika? You did not have shrimp and steak, Lily. You're sipping your greens. Hey, that's healthy at least, though. I know you're lying, Lily. Yeah, I know he didn't have steak and shrimp. Hi, Yoda. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. We're just seeing what everyone had for dinner right now. I don't know why I do this to myself because you guys make me really hungry. Because if Ken really had steak and shrimp, he'd be in a lot of trouble. Mm. Hmm. Okay, fine, not the steak, but yes, actually, we did have shrimp. Hmm. But he doesn't have shrimp when I'm home. He will be in trouble. Hi, Dee Dee. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. How are you, and what did you have for dinner? Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good. Lily is Kenny's fiance. Oh, you haven't had dinner yet? Yeah. Yes, long time no see. Blake should be here any minute. And remember, did you miss a family member? Um, I, I don't know. Oh, oh, I never sent Blake the invite. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on. Oh my gosh. No wonder why he isn't up yet. He just texted me like, "Hey, I'm ready." Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It's been a really long week, you guys. Like I said, this assignment's been very overwhelming. So like I've been like more tired than I normally am, and like I'm very forgetful. I I don't Pepper, yeah, I don't know if you did or not. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. So, did you guys do anything fun for St. Patrick's Day? I didn't. I worked, but and we had a funeral last weekend, so we were driving home, so we didn't do anything for St. Patrick's Day. So as soon as Blake gets on, I hope you guys seen The Founder. That's what we're reviewing tonight. But remember or think of oh, you just chilled at home, Dee. Think of what you want to watch for next week. So then when we're done reviewing, we can vote on next week's movie. Yeah, we did a lot of driving this last weekend. I had to drive from where I'm at in Albany, Georgia, to our house, which is 2.5 hours from where I work. And then we had 12.5 hours to Illinois, where the funeral was. And then 12.5 hours back, and then I had 2.5 hours back here. So that was a lot of driving in a short period of time. But for an unfortunate situation, we try to make the most of it and try to see as many people as we could while we are there. And we stayed a couple nights with my brother, and then we stayed the last night with my sister and my nieces. So that was nice. And here is Blake. Hi,
Hello,
Blake.
hello.
Oh, oh my gosh, you know what I did? I went
What?
up and I didn't realize I did not send you the link until you texted me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm up and I didn't even send you the link. So I'm so sorry. I was waiting for you for a while. And I didn't send you the link.
That's okay. I was waiting for the link and I was like, well, or I guess she's running a little late. All right. Maybe I should just text her.
I'm
So
glad
no,
you
it's
did
all
because
good.
oh my gosh, sorry you guys. Okay, Blake's here now.
Yes, yes, I'm here. How was your day?
It was busy, but good. How about yours?
Mine was great. I had a great day today. Got a little bit of work done. It was windy, so we had to cut off early. I couldn't do all the cleanup jobs that I wanted to do, but we got it done.
Good. And what did you eat?
Haven't eaten yet. It's Grandma's birthday today, so we're gonna go eat Olive Garden.
Oh my gosh, it's Bentley's birthday today too. So happy birthday to my
Oh,
grandson and your grandma.
happy birthday to him. Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah,
Uh,
she had a good day. She got to go play bingo yesterday, and we're gonna celebrate our birthdays next weekend, so it'll be fun.
Wait, our birthdays? Who
Well,
else's?
my birthday's on the 30th.
Oh,
Me and
well,
Grandma, hers is today. Mine's on the 30th, so we're gonna split it right in the middle and celebrate
well, happy birthday to her and
them.
early birthday to you, Blake.
Thank you, thank you. Um, I had to charge the iPad today, so forgive me. I have not prepared.
That's all right. All right. So we're gonna review The Founder. What does everyone rate it? I give it. I guess the actual movie itself. I give it
Let's
maybe
talk about the yeah. Let's talk about it as a filmography first before we talk about the story.
yeah, about I think 3.5. I give it because it they did a good job telling the story or doing the
Yeah,
film, and I like Michael Keaton.
yeah. He did a really good job, and I'm like on the fence here. I want to say three and a half, but I guess I'll go like 3.25. I don't know because the thing about it is it's a drama movie, so it really has to take your interest fast or you won't keep on with it. So they did a really good job at first, like telling the story about how they started the business and then how it became what it was. uh, but it just stretches a little bit. It gets dull in the middle, and then you have the big explosion at the end. uh, that was the hardest part about the movie, was just trying to keep with it, not get bored with it. But as far as that, the story is something I think that needed to be told.
Yeah, and you know I like the fact that he didn't like part of the movie when they said that they asked why he didn't just steal everything because and he's like, well, I like the name, but he was a he could have um still given honored the handshake of the 1%. That I think he was so greedy and I mean that was just what an awful person. You can't do that to people. I mean, obviously you can, but like he just ran with it. But on the other hand, it's kind of their I don't want to say fault or whatever, but they just were resistant in making changes because they wanted to keep the family dynamic or whatever.
Hmm.
But if they would have bought in, um, weren't so resistant to all the changes.
Yeah, I think if you're going to franchise, you need to expect a sense of commercialism somewhere within the business, and as a as businessmen, that's stubborn, and that's just trying to plant your feet in the ground with no changes. But whenever you're like that, stubbornness can stop progress at the same time. I I I,
Exactly.
I don't hate what Ray was doing, and I'm sure if the guys would have, said yes here and there, Ray would have been underneath their coattails for a lot longer.
Yeah. And,
So go ahead.
Yes, and no, I think you're right, and I think he was a jerk, and like Ken says, top score, great screenplay, but didn't like the outcome. Still history. Yeah, he was a salesman who got sold on success, and he got
That's a good way
as
to
every
put it.
and everybody gets a lot of people get greedy when they start making money, right? And they start changing, and they just want one more dollar. But he could have um he didn't have to. What I think that he should have done, still gave him the San Bernardino store and let him use the McDonald's name, and
Hmm.
not have put them out of business. And they could have given them the 1%.
I honestly, I feel like if it weren't for Ray Kroc, McDonald's would not be what it is today. 100%. I don't even
Yeah,
think it would be. I just don't see how big it would have gotten. It certainly wouldn't have gotten as big as it was because they wanted to stay local. They wanted
yeah.
to only have a few restaurants. So
No,
be it, albeit.
well,
Um,
and they really only wanted that one because they're like,
mhm.
we want to focus on this and making sure it's right and successful.
They said it's
But
better to have one good restaurant than five mediocre ones.
and I get, like, yeah, McDonald's wouldn't be what it is today without Ray, but he could have at least keep the same store. I mean, he had them all over the place. He didn't have to put a McDonald's in that in that town and run them out of business. That part I did not like. That was just him being a jerk and
I
greedy.
I just the business is hollow, and you see opportunities come their way. Somebody leans in your ear one way, and in his eyes, I don't ever think he thought he was doing anything wrong. He just wanted a fair piece b- based off of a contract. But I don't even understand what his position was, what his job was. He would what he would do is at first the person would find their own land, plan a building on it, get a lease for all that, and Ray would come in and teach them how to do the business, teach the runnings of it and everything. What are you? What is that, like a you're just a trainee? It's kind of, I mean, it's almost like your job but for the food industry.
Yeah, I guess, like making sure everything's compliant, and yeah, I guess the quality control, I guess, like as you said.
Jamie,
So,
overrun the hospital and make us all rich already, damn it.
oh
Sitting
my
on your
gosh,
ass over there.
I know, right? Oh my gosh,
Where's your
I
Ray
got
Kroc ambition?
yeah, I got to make money somewhere, right?
That's
Yeah,
funny.
business is cruel. They were stubborn and he was greedy. Yeah, I get it. You're right, Ken. And if they just weren't so stubborn and would have given them some leeway, I think you're right, Blake. I think they would have, um, he would have like worked with them more and not have been
Yeah,
as
but
mean.
and McDonald's would not nearly be as big as it was. He probably would have had. I mean, yeah, it was growing and it was on its way up, but I just don't see it being what it would have been like a, I don't know, on the level of like a Red Robin or something. You wouldn't see them everywhere, but they're out there and you know they are.
Yeah, yeah, paprika. It made me sad too. But I mean, but the good thing is that they each got $1 million, and that was a lot back then. I think. Like, what was it?
Hmm.
What was it? 1950 at this point, or
1954, I believe.
54? So that's
57,
a lot of money
1957. Mm,
for that
massive.
time.
It's a lot
So,
of money.
well, but they said it would be a 1 million after taxes.
Hmm.
Because that's why they said 2.6. So it'll be 1 million for each after taxes. That's what he said.
That's
So
insane.
And if they invested it right, and
McDonald's stock.
oh, Dr. Pepper, you drink Dr. Pepper again.
Please
I have
sponsor us.
I just have my
Doctor. Hey, fruit roll-ups too. I like these. I eat them very often.
hey. One day, Blake, I will get a sponsor or something.
Right. We'll do it, damn it. Whatever it takes.
So, what was everyone's favorite part?
Mine was learning at the very beginning just how they did it, how they made McDonald's what it was, doing the speedy system, learning how it worked and everything. That's what I like the most about the whole movie. And
Yeah,
Ray just came in like a snake in the grass and stole it under their feet. I mean, I'm sorry if you didn't watch the movie. Here you're getting spoilers because we're reviewing a movie. If you hadn't seen it, we're just crashing out here.
your sound's a little distorted.
You're gonna have to forgive me. My Wi-Fi is terrible.
It
Hold
sounds
on.
good. It sounds good now. It was like rubbing at something or whatever. It was hard to
Sorry.
hear. Oh, it's okay. So, yeah, the greatest part was the salesman winning with not 6 but 8 mixers. Yeah, that started the plot. Yeah, I liked that too. But I liked the part like you said, Blake, was when he went to the store and he watched everything and like how they're like, this is awesome, they thought of this, and he was so irritated with all the waiting and like dropping of the trays and everything else, and he's like, this is the best idea ever. So that part, I think that was my favorite part too.
Yeah. The whole movie was really good. I mean, he was just a terrible guy, honestly.
Hmm.
Cheated on his wife with Joan.
Yeah, and then just divorced her, but wouldn't give her any of the business part when she supported him. Supported him doing this, even though she didn't know that he mortgaged their house, but she she was with him when he was just a mixer person, and then he gets rich and goes with Joan. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
either.
It really makes me mad that some of the most successful people got their success off of thievery, off of just maniacal ideology, just terrible, just all around, just a grotesque human being. Ray Kroc,
Hmm.
damn you, man. You
Yeah,
created McDonald's, but damn it.
yeah,
Literally, McDonald's is one of the largest realty holders or real estates in the world. They own more property around the world than any other company, and it's
yeah,
crazy. Blows
yeah.
my mind.
I know he said she could have everything except the business, but he didn't really have anything other than the business at that point, Ken. So, I mean, I don't know. Yes, hashtag Dr. Pepper. Alyssa says she didn't really have a favorite part, but it was a good movie. Yeah, it was. It was a good movie because it really is eye opening on how people can get greedy when money starts rolling in. Like, you got to really trust your business person, even if it's family. Sometimes they're not trustworthy when you get into business and start making money. And look at how many stories you hear about brothers or family getting into business with each other, and then like they make money and then they have a falling out and there's drama and it's all about the money.
Almost every time.
Yeah.
Almost every time. I I feel very confident that the only people that I would go into business with would be my wife, my mom, and my sister. I couldn't start a business with anybody else.
Well, we kind of have a business together. Kind of.
Well, this is I don't know. I wouldn't even call this a business. This is entertainment. This is what now. Well, whenever we get a sponsorship, and we're talking, it turns into a business. So
Yeah.
then I gotta paint the ceiling Dr. Pepper red. No, I really like this movie. I'm glad that we got to go over it. What was the okay? We always talk about what our favorite part. What was your least favorite part?
The part where he gets rid of his wife and goes with Joan.
Mm.
I didn't like that. And the part where he did that to the two guys. And you could see the look on their face.
How terrible they felt.
Mm-hmm. And then he didn't even honor the 1%. Really, 1% out of the hundreds of millions of dollars that he was getting, it was that. Even though they said what was it, $100 million that they would have gotten out of the 1%, which is a lot.
Oh yeah.
Even if they would have given him $10 million or something, but he should have given him something and honored it.
I bet McDonald's makes $100 million in a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe more. Maybe not that much.
Well, now they do, but maybe not then. But
of course not then. But I mean, nonetheless, it would have been the family at some point. They deserve compensation, and they deserve full royalty benefit forever. The family. That's how I feel. And if that hasn't happened already, it should. I don't know if anybody's got the Ken said the ending. Yeah. I agree. It was really sad when you saw that the only good thing that he did, that Ray Kroc, that you can even stamp on his name, honestly, is the fact that he gave like $1.6 billion to humanitarian aid.
Actually, that wasn't him. That was Joan.
Oh, it was Joan. It was Joan, wasn't it? Huh?
Yeah. But I mean, I know it was partly his money too, but she's the one who did it.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, I was mistaken. Nonetheless.
Yeah, I hated that.
He was still alive, wasn't he? Whenever she did it. I
think so, but still, it was her. It was her doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder how somebody would feel about handing over $1.6 billion.
He probably didn't even notice. She probably did it under, and I mean, he had so much money at that point, he probably didn't even notice.
Man.
Yeah, it's his best personality with persistence.
I mean, I just want you to try and wrap your head around that for a second. $1.6 billion. That's 600 million behind it. I mean, that is, and you're still not broke. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of money, man. That is a lot of money. Let me get just 1/2 of a million tenth, and I'll be happy. I know, right? 1/2 of a tenth of a million, and I'll be happy. Yeah, me too. But it's sadly, the evil prevailed in this movie. It's not a very happy ending for as far as what we really wanted to happen, but Hey, McDonald's, you drive by one every day. You go to one at least once a month, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And so,
Okay, the
I mean,
IMDb, Blake.
okay, let's see what we got here. This movie was released in 2016. Pretty good runtime. It dragged a little. I feel like we could have taken out 10 minutes, 15 minutes of it somewhere.
I agree.
Pulled this, pulled that, and uh, it just shortened it up a little bit to take my interest, but it was still a good movie. An hour and 55, and you're talking about really realistically an hour and 50 minutes. It's not really that long, but still, we could have cut a few things out of it. Came out in 2016, PG-13. This has our great Michael Keaton in it. And what is Nick Offerman? I like him a lot. He was in Parks and Recreation. What was his name in that? I can't remember. That if you haven't seen that, Ken, I feel like that's your spirit animal. Whatever his name is from Parks and Recreation. Nick Offerman plays him, and he's so funny. He's so funny.
Well, Ken's not funny.
There is a no. Yes, he is. You're not funny, Jamie. How about that? You're not funny. What is the lady's name?
The first wife.
Laura Dern. Laura Dern, and she was in Castaway. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
She was in that. Did we review Castaway? Have we done that?
No.
Ooh, that's a good choice. But this week is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I didn't forget it.
That's right. It was okay. Yep. Sorry, guys.
But
Ferris Bueller.
and there was one that we were supposed to do that I forgot. It was in there somewhere and we didn't do it. I forget the name of it that we said we did like we did today. We said we did the Founder and then the other one. Well,
Yeah.
we did one movie and then we didn't do the second one.
Well, if you remember, we'll have to do it.
I don't. I really do not. Linda Cardellini. She is the mom that was in Daddy's Home.
Okay.
Yeah. She's been in quite a few things. BJ Novak from The Office. He was the lawyer for Ray Kroc. These are some good actors. I like them a lot. It was a good cast. Lots of noticeable faces. Directed by John Lee Hancock. I don't even know who that is, but he's got a very familiar name. Written by Robert Segal. How about that? He took someone else's idea and America ate it up. Having worked as a salesman most of his adult life, Ray Kroc has been a hustler in most sense of the word. This hustling has made him a target of desertion among certain circles for peddling what have ended up being novelty or faddish than useful products. But it also placed more than a comfortable roof in Arlington Heights, Illinois, over his and his wife's Ethel's head. This is terrible wording. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm having a stroke over here trying to read this. Ethel, however, wishes that he placed as much effort into being at home with her as he does in his current job, peddling 5 spindle milkshake makers, uh, which has him constantly on the road going from one drive-in restaurant to another until he meets a drive-in experience that changes his life forever. Okay,
Hi,
there you go. That's
Bedazzle. Hi, Bedazzle and Francesca. Thanks for coming in.
hello, hello. Let's hit it with the trivia. Wow, this is interesting. The company Ray Kroc worked for prior to founding McDonald's, Prince Castle Sales or Prince Castle, uh, still exists and supplies McDonald's with much of its equipment. How
Wow.
about that? That's pretty cool.
I
While most productions shoot a minimum of 12 hours per day, this movie this movie frequently shot for between 8 and 10 hours. This was due to the fact that John Lee Hancock came very well prepared and didn't overshoot anything he liked from the first take, adding to the fact that the whole film was shot in only 22 days. This makes for an incredibly rare shoot. How about that?
wow. Wow.
Maybe that's why the movie felt pure. It felt genuine, you know.
Mhm.
Like he s- he says that he did a lot of first take stuff. So, and I'm watching it. There's a lot of like this and that is ticky tacky about it, but it's also isn't that how everything in life is? You trip over something all the time. You're not pizzazzy. So I respect that about the filmography. That was nice. I didn't know that, but now that I do, I see it.
Yeah.
Dick and Mac really were as close in the real life were really as close in real life as depicted in the film. Sadly, Mac died 27 years before Dick.
Oh,
That's
wow.
sad.
Wow.
It's really sad. Yeah. Let's see what else we can get. The McDonald's restaurants depicted were built from scratch in parking lots, as the crew was unable to locate suitable existing restaurants in locations which matched the desired look of the film. That's crazy. The characters of Ray and Ethel Kroc appear to have a childless marriage, but the real couple had one daughter together. Okay,
Wow.
I didn't know that. Feeling generous after a long day of filming, Michael Keaton rented 2 ice cream trucks for the film crew after he saw them exhausted. Hell yeah, Michael Keaton,
Yeah.
you're
Okay.
awesome,
Hey,
dude.
I was starting
Everybody
out.
loves him, right?
Well, the kid, he of course had to play a bad character where it's like, man, I used to like you, Michael Keaton, but now, no, I'm kidding.
Oh man.
But he redeems himself by giving everybody ice cream.
Yeah, as far as the movie, he's an ass, but
Yeah, I know.
yeah. And honestly, like I think I had a sense of feeling like I liked him all the way up he until you didn't, you know. You really
Yeah.
yeah, I was really liking him and I wanted him to succeed, but then he flipped and I didn't really even care.
Well, that's
I
because
just
he started making money, and the greed got, and because he's like, well, you don't get a choice anymore because I have the property and I own it, and blah blah blah. And then it was like almost like a fu to the guys at that point. Soon as he learned how to make money, and you know that's the part where he started being a jerk.
but the one thing about it though, you can honestly say he did his job. He did what like he made sure he put forth the effort to make sure that every restaurant that he had at that time was under lock and key, and they were doing exactly what the franchise wanted. And if they weren't, then he was tearing ass. And so I really respect that from somebody who is in a boss position.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton took piano lessons in preparation for the movie after discovering the real Ray Kroc liked to play the piano. That's
Oh,
cool.
wow.
The on-screen flies that were attracted to the smell of the McDonald's were actually Cocoa Krispies. They were poured in front of a powerful fan in order to make it look like swarms of flies. That's pretty cool.
That's,
I wonder how they come up with this stuff.
I know,
Oh,
right?
this is cool. Tom Hanks turned down the role of Ray Kroc, and Michael Keaton took the part. I
Wow.
was gonna say I could see Tom Hanks playing in this. Is
Yeah.
there somebody you could recast and put in that role that you could see do that
Um,
role?
I don't know. Michael Keaton is Tom Hanks would have been good. I like Michael Keaton better. I can't think of anything. How about you guys in the chat?
I say make this movie rated R and put Adam Sandler in it, and then it becomes a comedy, and it's actually
Well,
really good.
yeah, but I don't think that this movie could turn into a comedy.
It would be like a somber comedy. I
Yeah.
think. I don't know. I could see it. I could see it. I could
Yeah.
see it.
Ken says the actors are only as good as you believe you hate them. Yes, yeah, and
Yeah.
he did a good job with that.
But you also can't say that he didn't do a lot for a lot of people. A lot of people made their start, and a lot of people got opportunities that they never would have had without that. But and I don't think that should the actions of what Ray did shouldn't falter onto all of the franchisees, because I don't think that they had any part to play in the mutiny per se.
Well, no, I don't blame the other owners. That was all Ray doing that to the brothers.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's just. Ugh, it just irritates me how that happened. The 1 million each brother got would be worth 8.7 million each in 2017 dollars.
Wow.
Wow.
See, so they did pretty good as
That's a
long
lot
as they
of money.
invested it. Yeah.
Yeah, but in the 50s, man, good Lord have mercy. They could have bought house, a really nice house, like $100,000 house could have got you something in Beverly Hills at the time. You know, you're talking a really nice house and a car, like a good, $10,000-$15,000 on a nice car. Man, you'd be the hay of the town. I don't know how much a Corvette cost back in 1950s, but I'd
If
have
they
bought
made
one.
them. So
Well, they made them in the 60s, right? I think they had a 59. I think 59 was the first Corvette, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Ken would know. Ken, isn't 59 the first Corvette? I'm not wrong there, am I?
And who is this friend of yours that bought a McDonald's? Do I know him?
I have a friend that bought a McDonald's. I do?
Oh, 53 or 54 was Ken had one.
Oh,
I don't know this friend. 53 or 54 was the first Corvette. So you're right. They could have bought a Corvette.
yeah, and he could have bought a real nice one. Went vroom vroom. Ray Kroc was 52 when he met the McDonald's brothers. Michael Keaton was 65 at the time of the filming.
Wow. Yeah, he did look old. Hey, Jeepo, thanks for coming in. He says the first Chevrolet Corvette, initially a concept dream car at the 1953 GM Motorama in New York, rolled off the assembly line in Flint, Michigan on June 30th, 1953. Oh, he was your
Thank you.
manager at McDonald's.
Jeep Full always gets us.
I
He
know,
always
right?
takes care of us, doesn't he? And he gives us like a real in-depth. Like I just love that. It's like he's our guy that's on Joe Rogan that always looks stuff up for him, you know?
Yeah. Yes.
You're our Joe Rogan guy. His name's Jamie. That's what his name is. Jamie, what is that thing? So yeah, Jeep Full, you're our Jamie. We thank you. Thank you much. Let's see. The screenplay for this film was featured in the 2014 Bucket List or Blacklist, a list of the most liked unmade scripts of the year. Ray tells Ethel that he wants a divorce while they're eating dinner. In reality, Ray told Ethel's extended family his intentions to divorce her weeks prior to leaving. So he didn't even tell her. He told her extended family. What a
jerk.
POS. You know what
I
I
know,
mean?
right?
Just every time I hear more and more about this guy, it gets worse and worse for me.
Hey, karma eventually happens, whether it's here or in another life, whatever you believe.
Mm. Oh man. Well, that's pretty much it for those. I'll defer the rest to you to go and enjoy the IMDb page.
Yes, and
Let me get down to the money and all that good stuff. Come on. You're gonna have to forgive me. My internet is terrible right now. Okay. The budget for this movie was $25 million. Opening weekend, it made 3,400,000.
wow, not much.
Yeah, and gross U.S. and Canada 12 million, and worldwide 24 million. So this
So
movie flopped about 900,000.
yeah, wow.
So that's pretty rough to see. You know, I would have assumed they would have made at least a good 5 mil or something off
Yeah,
of this movie,
at least a
but
little bit of a profit.
I
Yeah.
don't I don't even know if this movie ever made I don't even know if it got put into theaters. Maybe it went straight to
DVD.
right. I don't know, but I don't even think it's like a DVD. It's a streaming service movie, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what they had in 16. If was it just Netflix or
Probably. I don't remember that far away.
me either. Everything is a blur.
It's like 8 years ago.
I, I still think Blockbuster was yesterday. No.
Golly, I haven't been to a Blockbuster in so long.
So
That
because
is crazy.
they've been closed since Netflix came out because Netflix put them out of business. So whatever year that was, Netflix came out is when they pretty much got out of business. Oh, Alyssa says 9 years ago. 9 years ago,
Jeez.
what would
Wow.
9 years ago? Oh, 2016, yeah. 1953 Corvette, the first Corvette produced. Oh, and you got the link. So if anybody's interested in that link, Keith will graciously put that out there for everyone.
And it's a pretty car too, man. They have no top. How much? Hey, did he say how much it cost? How much that car cost? Oh, when it was
Um,
brand new.
no, he didn't. Yep.
Uh,
Alyssa, you missed the beginning. I already told everybody it was Bentley's birthday.
Happy birthday, Bentley. It's Grandma's birthday too.
Yep. Happy birthday to both of them.
How much did the first Corvette?
Paprika says, apparently we're having a McDonald's for dinner. Yeah, how ironic, Paprika.
Oh
That's funny.
goodness! Wow. Did you? I hope you. If you didn't watch the movie already, I encourage you to watch it again.
So,
Okay, the brand new Corvette, the 1953 Corvette was $3,490.
well, Gifo put here an excellent condition 1953 Corvette sells today. Oh, sells today for
Today.
125,000 to 275,000. These rare
Yeah.
sports cars have maintained their value and remained relatively steady over the years.
Yeah, well,
but
then it was 3,490, and in today's money, that's $38,795.
these
That's a
so
lot of
for
dough,
$1
bro.
million back then, they could have bought a house, a Corvette, everything for $1 million.
No, they could have bought it for 130. Like how much? Let's see how much a house in, let's say, Beverly Hills
In nine, in what was it,
in the same year.
1953?
Well, yeah, we'll just say 53.
Okay. Oh, you saw it in the theater, Paprika. Okay, so it did go to theater.
Huh.
And remember, next week, everyone, we're watching Ferris Bueller.
No, I don't feel like going to work today.
I know.
I just don't want to.
Can I just say the same thing?
Yeah.
Tomorrow? I wish I could tomorrow.
Huh. It was roughly $117,000 in today's money. That's at the time it was $9,564.
For a
So
house?
for a house, yes.
Holy cow. I need to go back in 1953, buy everything, and then come back to 2025, and then I'd be like a multimillionaire. See, I need to go
Oh
to
my
Back to the
gosh, you're telling me.
Future. I need to go back to the future.
Go
Hey,
back. Go back.
we haven't reviewed that movie yet, have we?
Invest in Bitcoin. Yeah, we did do the Back to the Futures. Yeah, we did. It's been a while. It's been over a year, but we did all. I think we at least did the first one.
Yeah, we didn't
I'm
do them
pretty
all.
sure.
I think we just
We need
okay.
to keep a list. We need to keep a list so that we know, because we've done a lot. We've done over 52.
Well, yeah, because we've been doing this. Well, we've been doing this for 2 years. I don't know at what point we started
I don't
doing the
know how
movies.
long we started doing movies, but
Yeah,
it hadn't been. I mean, it's been at least a year that we've been
yeah,
doing movies.
it's been a lot of
So
movies.
a lot of movies. Yeah. So we're just for just because I was talking about it. They would have spent like $19,000 on a brand new Corvette and a brand new house. And
Yeah, you know,
then what do
I
you
think
do? Like the rest of the money, what do you do with it? What do you do with all that
hopefully
money?
invest, but I think it's all inflation from 1953 to 2025. I think that's why it's so much different.
And we've had a massive greed inflation. There's a lot of taxes that have been unnecessarily put on the American people.
Yeah, a lot of taxes, inflations, like everything went up since 1953. I mean, that was like 75 years ago almost. So that's a lot of inflation.
Despite the racial inequality, that was probably the height of America's prosperity. That I just we were a very economically strong country at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, you guys. Let's
That's
do.
all I got today. I'm all out. I ain't got nothing else.
All right, the riddle of the night is I make a loud sound when I'm changing. When I do change, I get bigger, but way less. What am I?
A balloon.
No, but that's a good answer. I like that answer. Oh, Gful says a balloon too. Any other guesses?
When I fill it up, I weigh less.
I make a loud
What are
sound
you
when I'm
filling it up with?
changing. No, I make a loud sound when I'm changing. When I do change, I get bigger, but way less.
Make a weird sound when I'm changing. Make a weird sound when I'm changing.
Loud sound.
Oh, I make a loud.
A burp? No, not a burp or a fart. It's not a human function.
I make a loud sound when I'm changing. What was the other part?
When I do change, I get bigger, but way less.
A tire.
Nope.
I make a loud sound when changing. I do not know. That one's got me stumped. And if it's
Oh,
dumb, I'm going to be pissed.
yes, you're gonna be mad. So the answer is popcorn.
Hop. Popcorn.
Popcorn.
What the hell? I make a
Uh,
loud sound when change. You're not changing. You're just.
yeah, it's a kernel to a whatever the fluffy stuff. So it changes, and it weighs less because the kernel weighs more than the fluff of the popcorn. All right. Any last words for the chat?
I hate that joke. Nah, I'm just kidding. Appreciate you guys coming in. We'll see you next week for Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This is a classic, man. If you haven't seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, then you didn't really have a childhood, because this thing was on like VCR all the time, somewhere, somehow, some house. But we're excited to see you next week. Thank you guys for coming in.
Yes, and I appreciate you guys being interactive. It helps us out. And remember, you guys are beautiful inside and out. Don't let anyone make you think differently. And the quote of the night, Ken is lacking. I actually have one right now from William Butler Yeats. Think where man's glory must begins and ends, and say my glory was I had such friends. And you guys have a great night. Bye,
You
everyone.
too. See you, Jamie.